This time we're going to be doing the crafting station portion. And last time we had the box completely felted on the sections that needed it. So that's all 4 sides in there. Just the bottom left white, but that's going to be covered up shortly. The other thing we had started on was cutting the hole out of the top. And we're going to finish that today. But before we get to that, we need to go ahead and get some felt put down onto the base. Find a place to put some stuff, and then I'll switch the video here to the one where you can see what we're working on. Okay, that should be good. Now, so there we go. And let's get this straightened out here. There we go. So we're working on this today, and what we're going to be doing is putting the rest of the felt on that needs to go onto this piece. And we've got the felt right here, and the cutting board. So felt and cutting board, aka old notebook that I no longer need. So we'll just slide this over a bit. And we need to figure out the sizes we need. This came from the inside of that the piece that backs up against the phone. So we can kind of use that to gauge how much more we need. Or, if you want to do it the right way, which may or may not be a good thing depending on whether or not you can find a ruler or tape measure. Like me. Hang on, there it is. Haha, ruler. Now, I'm going to just work with some of these scrap pieces because they will do just fine for what we're needing here. And we want to get the inside dimensions here. So let's do that. And I am working in millimeters. Might as well. So we need, or centimeters, that's 10. So 10 one way and a depth of 8. So now that we have that, let's see, 8. That's got it, and we got it both directions here. So one way's 8, the other's 10. Yeah. Okay, so we want, find my blade here. There it is. There it is. But getting my hands on it is another question entirely. So we're going to take it down to 8. And then 8 again. Well, Oh, I did that not realizing it was going to be this perfect. Wow. I am impressed with my own not thinking properly. And that's how you know that your blade is nice and sharp. That is a shaving off of the ruler. Kind of surprised by that. Okay, so now we have our lines put in. Get it up here where you can see them. We can now take our scissors. And cut them out. Carry this all the way down and then flip it over and do this side here. Clip that little edge off, and there we go. Got our first piece. And since this isn't anything that could potentially get reflected back, I'm not going to worry about it, making sure there isn't a lot of dust on it. No, let me worry about it. Let's go ahead and clean it off so we can be sure. Gotta remember not to back up too far. So we can be sure that everything is as solidly black as possible. So we get some tape, peel off a little bit. And start running it over the felt. There we go. So now let's glue this down. Get the glue. And let's push this back where you can see it. And we're just going to apply a bead of glue here. And down all the way. And now close the glue so it stays liquidy. And now we're going to slide this into place. And we may need something to help push it in once we get it far enough. Let's see, try that again, because I want it touching that mirror. There we go. Now that it's down, we can take the other side of our blade here, the round one, the one that's not going to hurt us. And we just want to make sure it's pressed down in there. And now that that's done, we can return our blade to its dangerous position. And this finishes this part. So now we can go ahead and mount it into our box. And let's set the box down for a second while I move this over off of the working surface. So we're going to put a bead of glue down on the bottom. And close up the glue again. And now we want to put our Pepper's Ghost apparatus inside, being careful to not have it cause any problems when it's going in. Okay, I need to take a little bit off the back, it seems. No glue has been touched, so that's a plus. So let's just cut off a little bit off of the back here. I forgot to calculate in the width of the felt when I measured the apparatus cardboard base, but that's okay. That is okay. Because we left enough on there to be able to adjust it. So now when I put this in and drop it down, it is on the glue as it's supposed to be. Now let's pull this part out and get the mirror pushed back. Okay, it's caught on something. There we go. That did it. And this needs to be cleaned off. We never did that. Or we did, but it's got dusty again, so let's use our tape roll to get the dust off. There we go. And now we can put this back in place. And let's switch from this to our lid, this piece, and finish cutting out the remaining two sides of our piece. So that's that side. Now we need to carry it through. Oh. Let's move it in where you can see it. Almost got it. Just this one little bit to go. And there we have our top completely cut out. But we've got a lot of white stuff here, and that can cause problems. So what we're going to do is use the remainder of our felt to basically finish blacking out everything. So let's put some glue down and then defuzz and delint these two felt pieces. Just get a small bead laid down first. There we go, and now get the problematic dust off. There we go. So this one, I delinted the wrong side, didn't I? No problem. Easy to correct. Now, put this one down here. And this one looks pretty good to me, but we will clean it off anyway. There we go. Well, I might ought to leave that it for now, because I don't want this to be too long of a video. Yeah, I want to make sure the videos are under 20 minutes, and we're coming up to that line. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Next time we'll finish up the lid and put everything together. Finally put it all together, that is. Alright everyone, until the next video. That's all for this session of Polygonal Art with JoRaSe's. If you enjoyed what you saw, how about giving this video a thumbs up? And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss out on future videos from me. In the video description below, you'll find my Patreon link. feel free to check it out. Now, on to the credits.